cloud cover on this July. Is summer ever going to really hit full time? The scene as the Florida Marlins, they appreciate the cool temperatures, are here. First of 3 on the weekend against the first place San Diego Padres. And good evening, everyone. Dick Enberg with Hall of Famer Tony Gwynn, just back from Cooperstown and the reunion of all your pals. 3 years ago on this day, he was being inducted. We'll get into that a bit later. The stirring of excitement in this city after the win yesterday and the acquisition of Miguel Tejada, you can feel the pulse, baseball pulse of San Diego.
Yeah, you're right, Dick. It's been, that Dodger series was tremendous. I mean, if you like good, hard, clean baseball, two teams getting after it, that's what you saw in the last 3 games, and the Padres came out and won 2 of 3. So, yeah, I agree. I think the town is starting to really get excited about what they're seeing.
Yeah, it's stunning. If you go 162 games in a season and you start yesterday with a win and go back 162, the Padres have the best record of any National League team, 4.5 games better than the St. Louis Cardinals. We go to August with the Padres having 7 consecutive winning months. And well, it's a repeating theme, pitching, and a little bit more pitching.
Yeah, and the pitching this year has been tremendous. And I'm not just talking about starters. I'm not just talking about the guys at the top in the bullpen, Adams, Bell. I mean, 1 through 12, this pitching staff, I think, is the best in baseball. I mean, top to bottom, first starter to last reliever, this bullpen has been tremendous. And I just want to see how long they could go. I mean, they played 100 games. Nobody thought they would do as well as they've done. They've been tremendous. You got 62 more to go. They think they can get it done.
They sure do. 3.5 games in front of San Francisco in the West as we begin play tonight. Well, Matt Latos got the start yesterday. He wasn't happy, but he only allowed 2 hits in 5 innings.
And that's the thing that they've been able to do, the starters. Even like yesterday, he didn't have his best stuff, but he kept his team in the ball game, gave him a chance to win. The bullpen yesterday, again, tremendous job. Ryan Webb coming in, getting outs. And the Padres, they've done this all year. We've seen this formula work all year long. Their bullpen has been tremendous. Their pitching has been tremendous. Lowest ERA since the All-Star break. And the last 6 games, they haven't given up anything. They're averaging less than 3 runs a game. The average is like 4 runs a game. I'm smiling because they have been that good this year, and you just hope that they can continue.
All right, let's look at tonight's pitching matchup as we open this 3-game series. Big Chris Volstad, a tall right-hander, goes for the Marlins. 4-8 his record on the year, and it'll be Wade LeBlanc, the Louisiana Lightning, for the Padres. He got to win his last outing. He's 5-8 on the year. And our pitching matchup is brought to you by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Wade LeBlanc hasn't exactly been favored with great hitting support. In fact, very few runs scored in his behalf. Maybe the presence of Miguel Tejada will help tonight. Oh, wouldn't you know? Well, always fast working Wade LeBlanc. He doesn't wait for the green flag to drop. He's out there rocking and firing. And the first pitch of the game to Hanley Ramirez has hit solidly to right center field, and Tony Gwynn chases it down. One away.
LeBlanc got that fastball up, and Ramirez was right on it, lined it to right center field.
Starting pitcher profile for LeBlanc brought to you by the Mark Condos. Luxurious downtown San Diego condos. From the 300s, go to the Mark, sandiego.com. Logan Morrison, one of two young outfielders in the starting lineup. New manager Edwin Rodriguez. Morrison just 14 at-bats, his fourth major league game. He's from Slidell, Louisiana, very near New Orleans, and LeBlanc, of course, from Baton Rouge. A couple of Louisiana kids going after each other. There's the new skipper. Rodriguez was the head man at New Orleans, the AAA franchise. Marlins program, as Morrison able to find the high fastball. Two quick outs logged by LeBlanc. Starting lineup for Florida. Brought to you by Floor Trader. Pay way less for your flooring and take it home tonight. Now open in Lemon Grove. Ramirez, Morrison, another young rookie, and a good one, first baseman Sanchez Ugla, knocking the cover off the ball of late. Rookie Mike Stanton, he's only 21 years of age. Then Cody Ross, Wes Helms, catcher Ronnie Polina hits 8th, and Chris Volstead, the pitcher, in the 9th spot. Wade LeBlanc pitches as if he's double parked.
I was going to say, at least early on, he's coming right at these Marlin hitters. Lots of fastballs. Morrison, that last at bat, it was almost like Morrison was sitting on a changeup, and he didn't throw him any. He threw him 3 fastballs.
Fouled into the glove of Torrealba, 1-2 to Sanchez, former University of Miami star. Played with the Hurricanes. Ryan Braun, the Milwaukee outstanding hitter, was a teammate. 293 is average. Almost went. Yes, he started with the right hand, did Brian Knight, and then he exchanged the safe as if he said, don't look at me, just listen to me.
Adrian Gonzalez giving him the business over there because he was going to ring him, and he realized that was the wrong sign.
Well, the count goes full to Sanchez. 11 home runs this year, 46 runs batted in. They feel he's a candidate for Rookie of the Year. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Changeup gets Sanchez. Good first inning for Wade LeBlanc, striking out 2 in a 1-2-3 inning. Padres come up. Hairston, DeNorfia, Gonzalez here at Petco. brought to you by Carl's Jr. Get more fruit in your diet with the Hawaiian Teriyaki Chicken Sandwich. Big Chris Volstead, he's 6'8" and 232, just 23 years of age, from Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. To Jerry Hairston Jr., strike called with a fastball in our starting lineup. Pitcher profile brought to you by the all-new Cadillac SRX, the Cadillac of crossovers. 4-8 his record, ERA 4.76. He is 19 and 25 in his brief career against San Diego. 1 win, 2 losses. ERA over 6. He was the #1 draft pick of the Marlins 5 years ago.
He'll feature the fastball in the low 90s. A good slider, overhand curve, which we've seen already, and straight change. You know, in today's game, not an overpowering guy, but a guy that is going to mix his stuff up. He works both halves of the plate.
Fouled in and out of the glove of Paulino, so Hairston's still alive.
You see that sinker that he just threw working downhill. He's 6'8". Start that ball in the middle of the plate and just let it sink out of the zone. Sure, he's able to foul it and get a piece of it.
Line drive up the middle, base hit. Hairston gets things started early. A look at the Padre lineup brought to you by Alpine Rock and Block. Start your next backyard project with Alpine Rock and Block. Denorfia to follow Hairston with Adrian Gonzalez, a new friend hitting behind him. Shortstop Miguel Tejada, acquired in the trade yesterday for a minor league pitcher. Chase Headley, then Yorvit Torrealba with a 12-game hitting streak. Venable bats 7th, Tony Gwynn Jr. in the 8th spot, and Wade LeBlanc, one of the better hitting pitchers in baseball, batting 9th. LeBlanc hitting .290 this year. And Denorfia has used that ploy often this year, whether he's bunting or not. He shows bunt. Often it disturbs the rhythm of the pitcher. He gets a free ball, and he's walked several times using that technique.
And the other thing it does, it forces the third baseman to play him honest. And he's going to cheat a couple of steps in, maybe open up that hole.
If you're going to take a pitch anyway, that gives you a chance to, And here is the third baseman, Helms. He's just about a step behind the bag. Well, that does open more of a hole through that left side.
Well, it just makes the defense think just a little bit more. Was he trying to bunt for a hit? Was he going to sacrifice?
Too low with the fastball. 2-1 to Chris, hitting .270. July coming to a close, this being July 30th. Tomorrow, in fact, at 1 o'clock will be the trade deadline. But the point is that Denorfia has hit his home runs, all 6, here in this month of July.
And one thing that the Padres did, especially in yesterday's game, and it was beautiful. They made the Dodger pitchers work. They made them throw them strikes. And Denorfia has been one of those guys here in this latest run where if you throw a ball in the strike zone, he's been really aggressive.
Chops that one, and it goes foul. That would have been a perfectly placed swinging bunt had it stayed in fair territory. And he was off and running. Well, the Padres, in accommodating Miguel Tejada on the 25-man roster, as you look at Kachi, the Armadillo. Oscar Salazar, good hitting in the 9th inning to deliver the winning run. And there's Tejada waiting his turn. He'll hit 4th tonight. Aaron Cunningham, who has been very productive, and that's kind of a good sign when you send a 300 hitter back to the minor leagues to make room for Tejada.
Unfortunately for Aaron, he was the one with options.
Ball hit to right field, hit well, but plenty of room out there for Mike Stanton, and one away. And we'll see Cunningham again, and he was especially effective with his speed. And while the reputation 2-3 years ago, he did not an average outfielder, he certainly played the position well and gave the Padres a spark when they needed it. Adrian Gonzalez before the game, honored by the San Diego Hall of Champions as the Professional Player of the Month of July. And Joe Musgrove, a right-handed pitcher from Grossmont High School, was the High School Star of the Month. Adrian, just under 300 is average, leading the team as he has all season long in home runs and RBIs. With a runner at first, the Marlins defense plays it honestly, not able to shift.
You would think this would be a good time now for Adrian to get hot here and get on one of those runs, because all of a sudden now he's going to be pitched to a little bit more.
Yeah, you had to feel for Gonzalez, because without somebody really protecting him, you know, Headley did his job, but not a home run threat. Gonzalez often had to swing at pitches out of the strike zone just to be able to take a good rip at something.
Well, sometimes that's what you have to do. I mean, Adrian's the one guy in this lineup that's got power. Yeah, he's got power to all fields. He's the run producer. He's the guy that's going to drive in runs. And the opposition knows that, you know, and when you show them that you can be productive, teams are just not going to let you beat them. Mm-hmm. And as we move on here, even with Tejada batting behind him, they're still not going to let him beat him. But you hope that earlier in the count you might get something better to hit.
Runner goes, a little hit and run, and he'll return. Well, Tejada you saw on deck. He's with a new team, new environment. The equipment is basically the same, just a different color. Now, let's see, a batting helmet. Now, we're in the... is that on the first floor, second floor? Is that in men's hosiery? Oh, there, up in the penthouse there. There's a hat for him. American League Most Valuable Player 8 years ago. Everyone seems to agree, a great guy to have in the club. Good stop by Paulino, and the count goes 2-2. And the Padres may not be finished with making another swap. But I know that Chet Hoyer has been busy on the phone lines, and with all the pitching in the organization and here in the big club, there's some folks find some of these Padre hurlers very attractive.
Oh, yeah, not just the guys that we talk about normally. I mean, the back end of that bullpen.
Harrison becoming a real distraction over there at first base.
I'm not sure if he can get a jump. He's going to try to get himself in the scoring position. It's been the Padres' credo all year long. They're going to be aggressive on the bases.
That was an aggressive lead and almost caught in between strides off the bag and barely able to get back.
Just as Jerry was starting to extend that lead, that came over the first.
Faith and Fellowship Night, over 5,000 from places of worship here tonight. Group ticket sales. Swing and a miss on a changeup. So 2 away, and that brings up Miguel Tejada, and the Petco Park fans greet him to San Diego. Lifetime .289 hitter. Those are his numbers with the Orioles. He had 108 hits, and that's the same total as the Padre leader, Gonzalez, 108 hits. So his average, not exactly eye-popping, but a productive hitter. And it's a great compliment whenever you say, well, what kind of hitter? He's a tough out.
He's what we call a professional hitter. Understands what he's doing Able to use the whole field, hit with some power.
And was one of those. Oh, a great catch, going up with a one-handed catch. A fan in the second deck from Vista making the play.
He's seen already. That was a nice catch.
Might be an Aztec in the future. We better go down and sign him up. Good cut with 2 strikes on him.
He's had 3 pretty good swings already, and that's the thing. He's a guy that 14 years. See him talking to himself a little bit. He's had 3 pretty good swings. Feels like he probably should have put one of those balls in play, but I tell you, I watched him in BP today. He worked right center field a lot.
They shade him toward right in the outfield. Yeah, they thought Hairston might be going, but the pitch out does not work. 1-2 the count.
And I think their Hairston was going to go, but he saw Volstad just kind of go through the motions with his delivery to the plate and was able to recognize it probably was a pitch out.
Six-time All-Star Tejada. 4 times he's hit 30 home runs or more in his career. With Oakland from 97 to 2003, then Baltimore 04 to 07, Houston the last 2 years, and then to Baltimore this year. Runner goes, ball in the dirt, and Hairston has a steal. Well, that's a good early sign. As you know, when the Padres steal a base, it correlates very nicely with winning games. That's their 90th steal of the year. They're 38-8 when they come up with a theft. And that's another King Stallman's stolen base.
Jerry picked the right pitch. He was ready to go on the pitch out. Got a breaking ball down in the zone that Polino had to block. He had no chance of throwing him out. Got himself in the scoring position.
And look at Tejada working the count. He was down 2 strikes. Now he's got a full count and a chance to drive in a run here in his first at bat as a Padre. That one pecked foul down the right field line. It'll be back into the crowd. Jerry Hairston with the leadoff single and his 8th stolen base at second base. Miguel Tejada working the count full here with 2 outs. That's fouled off first. Might be a play for Sanchez. It's into the dugout of the Padres. Part of being a good hitter is that when you do foul one off, you foul it into the crowd.
Yeah, and that's what you see. I mean, 2 pretty good pitches. He fouled one down the right field line. He's really just trying to foul off that breaking ball in hopes of getting something a little bit better.
Making Volstad work. This is the 9th pitch of his at-bat. Coming up. Hairston ready to run from second. And another foul. And just the reality of it all for Tejada, as he said, I went to sleep in last place in Baltimore, and then I awakened in first place going to San Diego. And his Oriole teammates kidding him about that, but then having to get on a plane, get here, make connections, meet the press. The man can't be well rested.
Yeah, but all the responsibility of being a professional baseball player, this is what you love to do.
Ball 4. That's a hard-earned base on balls for Tejada. And that's an example. Didn't get a base hit, but he made a pitcher throw 10 pitches in the at-bat. Yep. And that just moves the lineup another notch.
I think that's exactly right. And that's, not taking anything away from Headley, Hairston, any of the other guys that have been in the 4-hole. But the more at-bats you can have like that, where you're making a pitcher work, you're fouling off tough pitches, just trying to stay alive to hopefully get something better, that's what you're going to need.
Chase Headley had a big RBI single in the first inning yesterday to give the Padres the early lead, 1-0. James Loney homered off Matt Latos, one of only a couple of hits Latos allowed to tie it. Dodgers got a run on a couple of walks and a misplay out in left field. And the Padres kept scraping and scrapping, and with a tied game at 2-2 in the ninth, able to manufacture a run. Pinch single by Salazar, his first ever walk-off base hit in his major league career. He was the happiest man in town. Good fastball. Or no, I guess he took a little off the fastball. Looked like one and had Headley fooled.
Good arm action on that changeup. See that arm snap through, and that ball just didn't get there. Headley out in front. This Marlins series will be a series where, again, much like the last one, runs are going to be at a premium. They're seeing some pretty good. Padres are going to see some good pitching here in this series. And so, when you get opportunities to put runs on the board, you hope that you'll be able to cash them in.
In the dirt, 1-2. They've saved two of their best for the Padres. Ricky Nolasco will go tomorrow night. He's 11-7. And maybe the best pitcher in the National League on Sunday, Josh Johnson. His record 10-3 with an ERA of 1.72. The All-Star Josh Johnson on Sunday. That's if you haven't made ticket plans, he's worth the price of admission. Correa will go against Nolasco tomorrow night, and John Garland gets the call against Johnson on Sunday.
You see the pitch count up to 29 pitches already here in the first inning, and that's a recipe to get the starter out of the game quickly. That's it. Work the camp.
That one slap foul.
And just like Tejada did last at bat, Padre hitters have been able to foul off pitches in hopes of getting something a little bit better. Tejada had a great at bat. Fouled some pitches off, ended up drawing the walk.
Hairston at second and Tejada at first base. 2-2 now to Headley. And he fouls another. That's a rough inning for a pitcher. Now, no damage done on the scoreboard yet, but working the counts deeper and deeper and deeper, and you feel like you've worked half a game and you're only out of the first inning.
Yeah, he's Volstad's got to feel like he's made some pretty good pitches here, and the Padre hitters have been able to foul it off. They haven't chased anything out of the zone.
And the count full to Headley. So the runners will get a jump start. 32 pitches already for Volstad. Left-handed hitters have touched him up at a 286 rate this year. Runners go. And another foul.
And he took a little bit off the fastball. Headley able to foul it off.
Well, Tony, we haven't been able to rub shoulders since before the All-Star break. Just to catch you up, I thought maybe we lost you in Denver there. I put on a missing persons call for you. Padres are 9 3
Well, maybe I should stay away.
No.
Want them to keep winning.
3-2 again. Runners off. Line drive, right field, base hit. Hairston will score. Tejada to third. Headley is caught in a rundown. And here comes the runner toward the plate. They're going to try to get him in the rundown. Tejada. And he's done a good job of keeping it alive. And he said, hey, I've had a long day already. You tag me out. But in the process, Chase Headley drives in the run. A terrific at bat for the third baseman of the Padres. And it's a 1-0 early lead. What are you doing to me? Tejada says. Headley actually turned too sharply at first, and that created the whole skirmish. Corky's throws heat at termites. Find out about Corky's totally green heat treatment today. LeBlanc staked to an early 1-0 lead. Will face the middle three and dangerous Dan Ugla, the second baseman. Ugla hitting .280, leads in home runs with 22 and RBI 64. Always tough against the Padres. He's done something that no one in Major League history has accomplished before, hitting at least 20 home runs the first 5 years in the big leagues. Joe Gordon, the great Yankee and Cleveland Indian, did it 4 straight years. Only Ugla, and that's hardly ugly when Ugla this year has already hit 20, so that gives him 5 straight years, his first 5 with 20 or more. He's averaged 30 the past 4 years.
Yeah, I think he'll get to 30. He's got a short, powerful stroke.
Off the edge, 2-2.
Had a couple of big hits in their last series in San Francisco. 2-run homer to tie the game, double to tie the game again.
Change up misses. Former Tiger at the University of Memphis. And he rips that one foul down the left field line. Fan was going to flag it down with his white ball cap. And he got it. Maybe he slowed it down enough to earn the souvenir. Yeah, wow, take it home and smile. Plays for the Bergs. You got EN there on his head. Enbergs. High fly ball, right center. Tony Gwynn has room.
You know, to end that last inning on the base hit by Headley, it was just one of those simple mistakes that you make. The right fielder comes up, hits the cutoff man, and Gabby Sanchez did a nice job of coming up to get that ball so that they could get Headley in the rundown. And just a simple conversation. Yeah, I came around the bag too far. I should have just stayed near the bag.
But that's good to see. Communicating already. He's jumping right in with both feet as Tejada. He's a pro. He knows what it takes. He wants to make sure that maybe he didn't make a mistake there.
Well, like we said, it's about winning. They want to win ball games. And Tejada has played in a whole lot of games. And Headley made a simple mistake coming around the bag too far.
This is Mike Stanton, a very promising young hitter. He's only 20 years of age, out of the San Fernando Valley, went to Notre Dame High School, was an outstanding football player as well. That went off the fist and foul. He was a wide receiver and defensive back at 6'5" and 233. In Southern California, the Trojans offered him a full scholarship in football. Elected to follow his dreams as a baseball player, and here at 20 already in the big leagues.
6'5", 223 defensive back. Wow. Stanton's shown good power already this year, good athleticism.
Only 2 years in the minors, and he hit 39 and 28 home runs those 2 years. Broken bat right at Hairston. That ball was tailing away from Hairston's glove side. Had a lot of action on it. So 5 straight retired by LeBlanc as we check the Padres defense. Brought to you by Easy Turf, synthetic lawns and putting greens. Best looking synthetic grass is now more affordable, folks. So call 866 Easy Turf. Headley, Tejada, Hairston, Gonzalez on the infield. Denorfia, Gwynn, Venable left to right in the outfield, and Torrealba behind the plate handling the pitches of Wade LeBlanc. Cody Ross steps in, the veteran from Carlsbad, New Mexico. 9 home runs. Good RBI count. Grounded right to Headley. Tough hop. And Headley, who has been flawless over there most of the year, makes another good play. 3 up, 3 down, 6 straight. Retired by LeBlanc. 1-0 Padres. And the Marlins on Sunday at 1:05. Bring the whole family and the first 10,000 kids, 14 and younger, get ready to go back to school with a free Padres backpack presented by Mission Federal Credit Union. Don't wait. Get your tickets tonight, tomorrow. Save $5 before July 31st when you buy your tickets at Padres.com. Tom Garfinkel, president of the Padres, wearing a big smile all day today after a great crowd here yesterday. He then entertained some of the top box seat ticket holders. We had a chance to chat with them, as you have as well, Tony Gwynn. And it's the enthusiasm of this city and the fans. And afterwards, my wife and I went out to eat here in downtown, and the whole inner city was bubbling with enthusiasm. It was just a great day, a great win, people feeling good, having a good time. Even the Dodger fans had a good time.
Well, the environment has changed.
Yeah, people are coming believing that T-shirt that all the players are wearing, believe. And this team has proved they deserve the support. Torrealba laying off that pitch. It's 2-2, and the fans still arriving. And with that in mind, 40,000 expected tomorrow night. So make your plans to come early. Don't get caught in traffic and miss the first couple of innings.
Yeah, Padres are going to be on the road an awful lot in August, and it's an opportunity to let these guys know that you're enjoying the kind of baseball that they're playing. You're proud of the way that they've been able to win games.
There's another good at bat. Torrealba works Volstad for a leadoff walk. Volstad's been ahead of almost every Padre hitter, but then through foul balls or his lack of throwing strikes, able to work the count deep, and now 2 walks. Venable comes up. Will with a drive to deep left center field. Padres didn't get a run out of it. Went to third on an error by the center fielder, but it was a well struck ball. Checks in at 234. Third on the team in home runs with 8. Behind Scott Hairston and, of course, Adrian.
I'm watching Volstad on the mound, and almost every pitch he's looking down at his feet like it's not getting good traction as he's delivering the baseball, but I think you touched on it. He's been able to get ahead of just about every hitter. And then after that, he struggles to find the strike zone.
Runner goes. Torrealba with a sneak steal, and he didn't make it. A little delayed steal that has been very effective for the Padres. But the shortstop, Ramirez, able to apply the tag.
That might have been hit and run. Torrealba didn't look in, but Venable swung at the pitch and swung through it. Came out to shoot and threw a strike to second base and got the out.
And it's hard to tell whether or not that was Torrealba trying to steal a bag. They're on their own, the Padres. And now and then, Buddy Black will put up the no sign, but basically it's up to each player. Ooh, that one is foul tip off the mask of Paulino. Shaking his head in response to plate umpire Greg Gibson saying, "You okay?" Popped off third. Helms there for the catch. 2 away. And Tony Gwynn comes up. And a chance to look at the Marlins defense, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. Helms at third, Ramirez the shortstop, Ugla and Sanchez on the right side of the Marlins infield, Morrison and Stanton, 2 rookies at the corner outfield positions, and Ross in center. Paulino behind the plate and Volstad on the mound. Too low, ball 1. Looks like 6'8". That fastball has a natural sink to it.
Yeah, it's tough to square that ball up as it's angling down in the strike zone.
That ball hit to the second baseman, Ugla. to Sanchez for the out. And nothing for the Padres in the second. We go to the third at Petco. 1-0 San Diego. Short distance from Petco Park along the water. And a reminder, tomorrow, Padres bobblehead. It'll be Clayton Richard giveaway. 5:35 our game time against the Marlins. The first 25,000 fans will get a free Clayton Richard bobblehead presented by Jack in the Box. Get your tickets early. Yeah, now we're down to the last 24 hours, but you'll save $5 a ticket if you purchase on Padres.com tomorrow. And he's bobbling. Yeah, I just wish that we'd big smile. We needed the big smile on that. Change up by LeBlanc, and he's fallen behind 2-0 to Wes Helms, the third baseman. 3 home runs this year. He's is related, if you're wondering, to Tommy Helms. That's his uncle. Looks a little like Tommy, doesn't it?
Just a couple of inches taller. For the first time tonight, LeBlanc has fallen behind to a hitter.
Ronnie Paulino, the catcher, and then the pitcher, Volstad, the bat here in the third inning. 1-0. LeBlanc and the Padres in the lead. There's that good changeup. Why is that such an effective pitch? Because he throws it so often, you'd think they'd start reading it.
Yeah, the arm action. As he lets that ball go, it looks like, it's going to be a fastball.
That one skips in, ball 4. Now the first base runner for Florida. Leadoff walk. Often spells doom to a pitcher. That was Matt Latos' problem yesterday. Walked a couple. Another great outing by the young 22-year-old, and he'll see the Dodgers again scheduled next Tuesday. We'll have television for you, all 4 games, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night from Dodger Stadium. Paulino, good numbers for the Marlins catcher. Knocked in 36 runs. Off the head of the bat. Well, the Padres and Dodgers, a 3-game series midweek, attracted 120,000 plus. So the attendance figures now are considerably ahead of last year's total at this time, as well they should be.
Yeah.
Back through the mound and out over second base for a base hit. Paulino. Gwynn will charge and hold Helms at second base. First hit, so 2 on, no one out for the Marlins, and that brings up the pitcher Chris Volstad. Dodgers and Giants starting a 3-game series up in San Francisco, and the Dodgers score first on catcher Martin's RBI single. Dodgers start tonight 7 behind San Diego. Giants in second place, 3.5 back of the Padres.
And that last pitch to Paulino, Torrealba wanted that ball up, and LeBlanc didn't get it up enough, and Paulino hit that ball back up the middle for a base hit. So
well, there's a big strike zone with Volstad in the batter's box, and a good bunt. 5-4 on the putout. Runners move into scoring position. Helms to third. Paulino at second.
And that was a good bunt by Volstad. He forced third baseman Headley to field that ball. He really only had one play. See Adrian charging hard, and he bunts it hard enough where Headley has to come in and field that ball to throw to Hairston to get the out at first. See him getting congratulated on a job well done, and now got to face one of the better young hitters in the game here in Hanley Ramirez.
Sent the first pitch of the game from LeBlanc to deep right center field, tracked down by Tony Gwynn. That went out of play. Stunning statistic on Ramirez that in the last 22 games he does not have an extra base hit. That can't be.
I heard that today, and I agree. Just like I said, one of the best young hitters in the game. Power, speed, hits the ball to all fields. We've been working with him a little bit on this leg kick. He came out today for early batting practice and just trying to get him to get his foot on the ground so he could pull the trigger. But the first time up, leg kick and all, he put a pretty good swing on a ball and drove it in the right center that Junior was able to run down out there. But
National League's leading hitter last year at .342. And he hits this one left field. That's going to be deep enough to get a run in. DeNorfia, his play into third base as the runner holds at second, and the Marlins tie it up on the sacrifice fly by Hanley Ramirez. Yes, that leadoff walk will come back and bite you. Ramirez just missed that one.
He really did. He cut that ball in, and Ramirez just got in a little bit, just enough. That's a ball that Ramirez could do some damage with, but he got in just enough to keep it in the ballpark. But he drives in the tying run, and game is tied.
Rookie Logan Morrison in his 4th big league game struck out his first time up. The only left-handed bat in the lineup tonight for the Marlins. He was a 22nd round pick by Florida, so he has matured in a hurry, this 21-year-old.
That's one thing this organization, the Marlins, that is, hadn't been afraid to do. They've traded for some young guys. They've developed some of their own young guys. A couple of years ago when they had the one of those years where they had a fire sale and got rid of all their veteran guys, the young guys that they've gotten in return, draft picks that they've gotten in return have turned out to be, pretty good.
Yeah, they definitely on the rebuild again this year. Yesterday traded Jorge Cantu to Texas for a couple of minor league pitchers. And it's not as if they're struggling, desperately. They're a 51-51 ball club. They're a 500 team. They're only 7.5 behind Atlanta in the East. Came off a 4-game series in San Francisco where they split with the Giants. Sanibel with a one-hitter. They've got some good starting pitching.
Yeah.
That ball hit the center field, and it's going to fall in front of Gwynn. Here comes a runner around third. The throw to the plate is offline, and on to second goes Morrison. Florida leads 2-1 as Morrison delivers his second big league RBI. Paulino able to cruise around and score. So 2 hits and a walk produced 2 runs, and now on the errant throw Morrison able to move into scoring position himself.
Again, bad location. Torrealba wanted that ball out in front. And, you know, anytime you got to charge a ball and take it on the short hop like Junior did right there, probably not going to have a chance to throw the runner out. And he missed the cutoff man, and Morrison able to get in the scoring position.
Gabby Sanchez with a chance to add to the lead. He struck out his first time up. It's got to be a feel good moment for that young Morrison out at second. Knocking in a big league run and giving his team the lead 2-1. Oh, he's got good size too, 6'3" and 237.
These guys, there's some big guys on this team. It's Stanton and Morrison and Ugla.
Out in front of the changeup.
The difference here in this inning, LeBlanc's been pitching behind in the count. Well, the first two, he was aggressively throwing the fastball for a strike.
2-1. And this one bounced to Tejada, his first defensive chance. And the inning is over. But the Marlins score 2 on 2 hits and lead 1. 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the third. Padres baseball brought to you by Lolita's at the Park. You can enjoy a wonderful evening there. Happy hour 7 days a week. By Irving Hughes, life is a lease. Negotiate well. And by Cox Advanced TV. Ready for more choices? Go to Cox.com. So the Padres relinquish the lead. It's 2-1, and LeBlanc leads off the bottom of the third. 9 hits this year and a .290 average.
I think LeBlanc was going to take one there.
And he lines one to left field. That's where he's been hitting him. Oh, he's a good-looking hitter. That'll put him over the 300 mark this year. Leadoff single LeBlanc. The third Padre hit.
Nice job. A little inside-out action there in the left field.
Yeah, you can identify with that swing.
Yeah, nice. Backed it up nicely, hit it in the left field. Morrison did a nice job cutting that ball off.
So the tying run on LeBlanc, and here's the top of the order, Jerry Hairston. He singled and scored the Padre run in the first inning after stealing his 8th base. Came in on Headley's single.
Jerry was going to try to bunt for a base hit there. You got the pitcher on at first base, so a lot of times you're not just going to call for a straight sacrifice. So you take a chance, maybe possibly dropping a bunt down, maybe beating it out. At the very worst, you get the pitcher, get the runner in the scoring position.
One and one. Harrison really symbolizes what the Padres are all about this year. A .250 hitter, but so productive. Plays short, plays second, flawlessly. Good leadoff man, gets on base, can steal a base for you.
I think the Padres obviously thought about that when they were this winter, when they really wanted to sign him. They knew his versatility was going to come into play and help this team out.
I don't think anyone knew that he would put in this much playing time, though.
I'm sure that's just the way Jerry would like it, but, he's been productive.
Pulls back, did not go for it, and it's 3-1.
And again, Padre hitters showing a lot of patience up there, making Volstat work.
Knows how to play, and Buddy Black appreciates all the things he brings to this team. Had a nice chat with veteran Matt Stairs. I want to share that with you when we get a moment about the chemistry in that clubhouse. Taking all away, a fastball, 3-2. His single was sharply struck up the middle in the first inning. Good two-strike hitter is Hairston, as is Torey Alba, another acquisition by Jed Hoyer in the offseason. Could be two. Ramirez with a flip to Ugla and then back to first. Double play. 6-4-3. We're talking with Stairs, and I said, can you compare the chemistry of this clubhouse? You've been around for a long time. He said, well, we had that in Oakland back in the 2003, 2002 when Tejada was a member of that team. And he defined pretty much what a good clubhouse, a good chemistry is. It's when he said when you have a team where nobody is rooting against a teammate because you want to get that position, you're not playing enough, you hope he doesn't do so well, then you'll be in there. He said there's none of that going on with San Diego. Everybody's rooting for a Padre teammate.
I think
that's healthy, huh?
Yeah, we've seen it an awful lot this year at the end of games. I mean, yesterday's game, everybody that was on that bench was out there jumping around and celebrating.
Well, in the ninth inning, every player was up on the railing of the dugout, just like a Little League team there, cheering for their teammates. And then they exploded. Half of them went for Salazar, and half of them went for Hairston. And Norfia now 2-2.
I think fans feed off that, too. They see that. They recognize that. People who come to the game and see this team play a lot, you realize that right off the bat. And one of the things we talked about it in the open, one of the things that was a concern before you make a deal is that you want to bring in a guy that's going to fit right into your team concept and the things you're trying to do.
Another chance for Ramirez, a nice big hop, and there's the third inning goes by the board for the Padres. No runs a hit and no one left, and after 3-2-1 Florida. Bridge. A lot of fans making their way out to the tourist sites over there on Coronado Island. And no matter how far or near you go, you can follow the Padres on your iPhone, iPod Touch, BlackBerry, and Android phone with MLB.com. At Bat 2010, featuring play-by-play, video highlights, and live audio broadcasts. Visit Padres.com on your iPhone, iPod Touch, Android, or BlackBerry for more details. Dan Uggla, followed by Mike Stanton and Cody Ross here in the fourth. 2-1 Marlins. He isn't shortchanged any swings,
no,
Uggla.
It's not. There's a fastball up in the zone. He's got a short stroke, though. And those hands are short to the baseball.
He has struck out 96 times, more than any Marlin. But the reverse of that is hitting the long ball, 22 home runs. This must feel like winter to the Marlins coming out of Florida, the heat and humidity, into a 60-degree night here in San Diego. Swing and a miss. And that is number 97 in the strikeout column for Uggla.
And that was a good changeup by LeBlanc. Right at the bottom of the strike zone. Uggla goes over the top.
Stanton sent a line drive to the second baseman Hairston his first at bat.
With this guy right here, you definitely want to keep the ball down. You don't want to make a mistake up in the zone.
You think about it, at 20, he would be the equivalent of a sophomore going to his junior year over at State. He's a good one. Pulled his head off the ball on that swing.
Weird change up down in the zone. And just standing here, or sitting here watching, Stanton's like Chase Headley. That bottom pinky in his top hand comes over his bottom hand. And we're starting to see a lot more hitters.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I would think that you want to keep both your hands on that bat, but
ball in the dirt. He's not going to try to run it out. And tagged by Torrealba. 4 strikeouts now for LeBlanc. Chase ball forward, did Stanton.
This is what you're going to get with young hitters. Change up out of the zone. He wants to swing the bat. He wants to be aggressive. He was a little upset himself chasing the ball out of the zone, but
that ball is hammered deep to left field by Cody Ross, and it is gone. Ross, number 10, and it's 3-1 Florida. And the home run ball bites LeBlanc again. He'll not only 5 home runs his first 12 starts, but he's given up in his last 6 plus tonight 10 home runs.
Cody Ross knew he got that.
Up high.
Up in the zone.
Now a 2-out solo home run by Ross here in the 4th. Here's Wes Helms. He walked and scored. Walked to lead off the 3rd and came around. Singles by Paulino and eventually a sacrifice fly. And that ball is hit well. Denorfia has a play. The inning is over. The Marlins add a run on Cody Ross's 10th homer of the season. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 3-1 Marlins. During August, Sunday, August 15th at 5 o'clock, it's the AFLAC All-America High School Baseball Classic here at Petco. You can enjoy the premier high school game. All-star competition. 38 of the nation's very best high school players will face off. Get your tickets today and support this terrific game. You buy your tickets at Padres.com. That's Sunday, August 15th. Gonzalez. And unlike most of the National League teams, they do not put on that drastic shift. Shortstop Ramirez as well on the left side of the infield. And that one pulled right to the first baseman. Gabby Sanchez takes it to the bag. One away. Well, Volstad staggered a bit in the first inning. Padres got a run. Might have gotten more, but caught in a rundown was Headley and eventually Tejada. Pitch count up at 66 as Tejada steps in with a walk, his first at bat as a Padre. San Diego trailing 3-1.
Now Chris Volstad has the lead where it looked like he was struggling, and Padres are in a position maybe to add some other runs.
Broken bat ground ball softly to third. Helms on the run. And there's two away.
Now Volstad has the lead and a little bit more freedom now to pitch. Good pitch in on Tejada's hands right there. Breaks his bat.
Here's Headley. Single to right field to drive in the Padre run in the first inning. His 36th RBI of the year. Torrealba on deck. Base is empty. 2-0 pitch. He had the good idea of the strike zone. Maybe as good as any Padre. You've got to throw him a strike. And that ball too high, and a 4-pitch walk sends Headley to first with a third free ticket from Volstad. Brings the tying run, Torrealba, to the plate.
Again, their Padres' recipe for success here is make this whoever's on the hill throw strikes.
That 12-game hitting streak is the longest by a Padre this year, boosting Torrealba's season batting average up to .309. He walked the first time up. Pretty quick move by Volstad for a big guy. Good feet.
Well, for Chase Headley, he's not gonna fool anybody anymore. People know he can run, and he will steal a base, and they're gonna pay a little bit more attention than they have in the past.
Not overpowering with that fastball, but has good movement. You would think, as big as he is, that he'd be up there 95, 96. Again, he's 6 feet 8 inches tall. And he crowds him with that fastball, 1-1.
Dick, you're right. When you're standing in a batter's box facing a guy this tall, you just expect him to throw 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, he's coming right downhill at you.
Runner goes. Ground ball right through that right side. A hit and run, Torrealba. Headley running all the way. He's going to take a strong turn, and Glenn Hoffman holds him up there. So it's 13 straight games he's hit safely, Torrealba.
Nice job of hitting by Torrealba. I don't think that was hit and run. I think Headley just got a good jump. Was looking to steal the bag. See Ugla, the second baseman, break. Torrealba hits it right where he was standing. It's perfect execution. Cody Ross really didn't break on that ball right away. And Stanton made a nice play getting it back in, because Headley might have been able to keep on going and score a run.
Venable fouled out to the third baseman first time up. A chance for the Padres to cut into that 3-1 Florida advantage. Headley at third, Torrealba at first, 2 out. Well, the Padres swept Florida back in June, and against Volstad, Will Venable really tied into one down in Miami. One of his 8 home runs this year. Two and 0. Hitters count. And he chops an easy 2-hopper to the second baseman Ugla. And that'll do it for the Padres in the 4th inning. No runs, a hit. They leave 2. And after 4, 3-1 Florida.
Mid-game recap brought to you by Murray Lampert Construction. Get up to $10,000 cash back on your home remodeling project. Go to murraylampert.com for more details. Now back to 2 real announcers, Dick Enberg and Hall of Famer Tony Gwynn.
Now, folks, there you know of Tony Gwynn's multi-talents as a baseball player, but he can even do the voice of the Mudman. I didn't realize you could do that. I
didn't know that, did you?
Can you do me too?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. Taking a busman's holiday. There he is with his friends, Little League buddies that come up to the ball game tonight from Alpine. Looking good. Getting a little beard going there.
No, he's usually clean. He's got that clean shaven look. Get a couple of days off, he's just going to let it go.
Volstad, a very successful sacrifice that helped the Marlins to score 2 in the 3rd inning after a walk and a single by Paulino. He moved them into scoring position. They came around on a sacrifice fly and a single, a chopper to short. Tejada with the play. 2 outs here in the Marlins 5th. David Eckstein, word on Eckstein. He'll come off the DL in about a week, and his injury, that calf injury, improving. He's talking with Everett Cabrera. And now this is, again, an example of why this is such a good ball club. Now Cabrera has to be concerned. Tejada comes, and he's playing shortstop. Yep. And he's a big league hitter, and Cabrera struggled with the bat. And I would guess that Eckstein's already said, hey, don't get down now.
Yep. I would totally agree with that. I think that's exactly what they're talking about.
Leadoff hitter Hanley Ramirez, a long out to center and a sacrifice fly to left. And, you know, the guess is that Cabrera is going to be sent to Portland. I mean, but, you know, and sometimes, even though you don't want to leave the big league club, maybe the best thing for this young guy is to go down there, relax, get his stroke going. He's been pressing. He's trying so hard to be a better hitter.
Yep.
And it might be a good thing. And I would guess that's what Eckstein might be saying.
And you know what? Cabrera doesn't want to. He doesn't want to go down there.
No.
You know, this is where you want to be. And sometimes it's numbers. Sometimes it's just because, like Aaron Cunningham tonight, he's got options. He's been up and down a couple of times. So, unfortunately for him, he was the one with options, and you make a move.
Out of play.
With Cabrera, I mean, that's a guy that came up last year from A-ball. Had success at the big league level last year. And the injuries, I think, no question, have slowed him down a little bit this year. But you know, he's not playing with any confidence right now. And the Padres want him to get some confidence. So, you know, as soon as David comes off, they're going to have to make a move. And
high fly ball by Ramirez. He just missed that one. And Gwynn collects it out in fairly deep center field. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins in the top of the fifth. Halfway mark tonight. 3-1 Florida. And it's time for True Baseball Stories, brought to you by Farmers Insurance. To find a Farmers agent, call 800-FARMERS or visit farmers.com. Because ready feels good. 26 years ago, the World Series year for the Padres. On this day, Dave Dravekia, one hitter, Bill Russell a double late. But the Padres overwhelmed the Dodgers 12-0. They need some base hits and some runs. They trail 3-1 to Florida. Tonight, as we go to the bottom of the fifth inning, it'll be Gwynn, LeBlanc, and Hairston. Actually, the Padres have out-hit the Marlins 4-3, but trail 3-1.
Wade LeBlanc with a quick half inning.
8 pitches, only 8.
8 pitches. Padres back. Volstad trying to get in rhythm, trying to work quickly.
He's already thrown 80 pitches, and we're just at the start of the fifth inning. Padres scored in the first inning, a Hairston single. He stole second, eventually came around on Chase Headley's line drive single to right. That one hit to left field. One away as Morrison squeezes it. Wade LeBlanc singled his first at bat. With a 1-0 lead in the third, LeBlanc walked Helms to lead off the inning. Polino singled. They were moved up on a sacrifice by the pitcher Volstad. 1 run scored on Ramirez sacrifice fly, and Logan Morrison singled in the other. 2-1. And they added a third run on Cody Ross's 10th home run of the year with the bases empty in the 4th. That's where we stand. 3-1.
Good changeup right there by Volstad.
Yeah, respecting the hitting talent of LeBlanc. Chopped by the mound. That'll be a tough play for the third baseman. He doesn't get him. LeBlanc is 2 for 2. Amazing. He had 2 hits in his last game. Couldn't have rolled it out there any better than that.
You know what? LeBlanc didn't do what a lot of pitchers do, is just jog down the line. He came out of the box running, and I think he smelled a chance to get on base. Hits this ball right off the end, and he put his head down in this little hesitation by him. He had that play beat from the beginning. He's already across the bag if Gabby Sanchez picks that ball out of the dirt.
That brings the tying run to the plate. Top of the order, Jerry Hairston with 1 out. He started almost every hitter with a fastball. Hairston a single and grounded into a double play his last time up. Scored the Padres run. That double play was most unusual for Hairston. Only the second time he's grounded into a double play all year. One of the very toughest in the entire league to double up.
Well, what the Padres would like to do is get into that bullpen. This is Volstad's 88th pitch. They'd love to get into that bullpen.
Watch out. Ooh, that was hammered right off the screening in front of the Marlins dugout. In the old days, they didn't have that protection.
Yeah.
And thank goodness, finally, that's league order. You can dance around the dugout, try to avoid those, but sometimes as you move to get out of the way, somebody knocks you right into a line drive.
Yep.
1-2 the count. Chris Denorfia on deck. Giants have taken the lead 3-2 over the Dodgers. They're in the 4th inning up in San Francisco. Good cut there.
Pretty good swing right there by Jerry Hairston. The first inning, Volstad's done a nice job keeping that ball down in the zone. And the last pitch he got up.
Time out there. With all the excitement yesterday, the 3-2 win, a half hour after the game was over, Jerry Hairston was in the batting cage down underneath the stadium. Took 20 minutes of extra hitting. He thought he saw a balk, or he saw something. Oh, somebody walking in the hitter's backdrop out there in center field. Is that John? Hard to hide out there. With a white shirt.
Sooner or later, Jerry Hairston, as the hitter, saw that white shirt go across that batter's eye and said, "Hey, time." And that's what it sounds like when you're the guy holding up the game. Just a runner for one of our cameramen, getting him something to drink.
There he goes. Okay, now he's behind the hedge out there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. Padres need 2 to tie.
You talk about concentration from a hitter. You're focused in on that pitcher. You're trying to concentrate on where that release point is, and all of a sudden a white object goes right behind you in the batter's eye. And Jerry picked it up right away and called timeout.
Through, nope. The third baseman has it. This could be back-to-back double plays, and a man who had hit into only 1 double play all season long hits into 2 in 3 at-bats tonight. How do you figure? After 5, 3-1. Wall here at Petco. You can also purchase a Padres Stand Up to Cancer patch at the Padres store or online. 100% of your patch purchase will go directly to cancer research. Visit Padres.com/SU2C. Make your donation and learn how you can stand up to cancer. Wade LeBlanc back on the mound here in the top of the 6th inning, trailing the Marlins 3-1. Even though the Padres about hit Florida 5-3, and 2 of those hits from LeBlanc himself. But the big right-hander Bolstad has that natural sinker working. He's thrown 7 ground ball outs, plus 2 more that have been erased on double plays. Morrison, Sanchez, Ugla in the top of the 6th inning. Morrison with an RBI single back in the 3rd. That gave the Marlins their 2nd run. Well, tomorrow night, Clayton Richard bobblehead doll night giveaway. We understand Scripps Health, it's their 9th year. They have an annual night with the Padres, 9th year. In the first year, about 1,000 tickets were sold. This year, over 13,000 tickets sold by the Scripps Health people. Good to have them here. 1 and 2 would not chase the breaking ball down in the dirt.
Once again, it's easy to sell those tickets when the team is playing good baseball. That's what the Padres are doing.
LeBlanc working quickly, so Morrison steps out, makes him wait a little bit. High fly ball. Another chance for Gwynn. And that will bring up Gabby Sanchez. Well, you came back from Cooperstown, and I'm sure you had a great time. All the Hall of Famers, and many as you could expect. I mean, how many would have been there when you all got together in a closed room, just you Hall of Fame guys?
This year we had 50 Hall of Famers came back. We had some that Stan Musial, Duke Snyder weren't feeling real well. A great weekend. Andre Dawson, Whitey Herzog, Doug Harvey, John Miller. I mean, it was great. Dinner was great.
High fly ball that Sanchez sends deep to left field, and very deep. A home run for Sanchez as he cranks another deep into the left field bleachers, his 12th of the season. And this rookie of the Marlins continues to impress. 4-1 the score. And another home run ball from the left-hander LeBlanc, and that has to be of concern to the Padres staff. Cody Ross and Gabby Sanchez with solo home runs to build the lead to 4-1. And here is their home run hitter, Ugla, with 22 on the season. Let's see where that pitch was.
Cut her out over the plate. He wanted to get it inside a little bit more, but left it out over the plate.
Sixth inning, and the Marlins leading at 4-1. This could be a trap series for the Padres after 3 tough games with the Dodgers and winning 2 out of 3, and then knowing they have 4 at Los Angeles on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And Marlins just quietly come in here, and with the Padres winning 5 out of 6 against Florida down in Miami, and you almost overlook the fact that this is a good hitting ball club, and they played well since the All-Star break. They're 9-5. Looks like Tim Stauffer will be first up in the bullpen.
Well, we talked about it in open. I mean, this is a very good Marlins team. Offensively, they got some guys with some power. They can swing the bat. Starting pitching wise, you're going to see 3 quality guys, and where they struggle a little bit is that bullpen in the middle, not at the back end. But offensively, this is a team that's got power, and they're going to put some runs on the board. We've seen that already. Cody Ross with a homer, Sanchez with a homer.
They won 2 in San Francisco, and then they lost that one game 10-9 in 10 innings. Scored 9 in that game. Here's young Mike Stanton. He's lined to second and struck out. Changeup, he's out in front.
He hadn't been able to time that changeup all night tonight, but again, location with Stanton's going to be key. You want to keep the ball down.
LeBlanc came into this game at Petco tonight with one of the best ERAs at home of any pitcher, despite the fact he has a 5-8 record. 2.36 is ERA in home games, LeBlanc. But he's given up 4 runs tonight.
Well, the last home run to Sanchez, he wanted to get it in. He just didn't get it in enough. And Sanchez hit it over the wall.
Ball 2 strikes to Stanton. Infield looking for a chance to turn 2. And that's in for strike 3 call. 5 strikeouts, LeBlanc, and it gives us a chance to look at our leaderboard, brought to you by Los Primos, home of the Monster Burrito. Get your day started right with new Sunrise Tacos. Lowest ERA at home. Adam Wainwright enjoys home cooking most, the Cardinal right-hander. Then Josh Johnson we're going to see on Sunday, good home and away. Garcia, Halladay, Myers, Hudson. There's LeBlanc. He and Myers, the only pitchers on that list that do not have a winning record.
After LeBlanc, there's John Garland right under him. So we know how good Padre pitching has been this year.
Garland will work Sunday against Josh Johnson. Tomorrow night it's Kevin Correa, 7-6 against Ricky Nolasco, who has more wins than any Marlin pitcher. He's 11-7. And then Josh Johnson 10-3 on Sunday against Garland. Cody Ross, ground ball to third, and his 10th home run of the year into the bleachers and left. He's hit his 10th. And Sanchez his 12th tonight. That'll make you a little chesty. He got a hanger there.
He did. Check out the location up in the zone. And whenever the ball's up in the zone, those are the balls that hitters are going to take a pretty good swing at off LeBlanc.
He's got him picked off. And do they get him? He just does swipe the tag and makes the play to Jerry Hairston. So LeBlanc with an excellent pickoff move, able to erase the base runner Ugla. And that's it for the Marlins in the 6th inning. But they had a run on the home run by Gabby Sanchez. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Now there's the pickoff. Maybe the Padres can pick off some runs. They need 3 to tie. Volstad, looking for his 5th win of the year, has a 3-run lead, and the first pitch is slapped into right center field, and that ball's going to roll through to the wall. Chris Denorfia taking a turn at second. He's going to try for 3, and he will make it. So Denorfia gets the Padres started here in the 6th. With a ringing triple through the alley in right center.
Chris wasted no time, jumped on a first pitch fastball. That ball's up and out over the plate, doesn't try to pull it, goes with it to right center field. Cody Ross unable to cut this ball off, and it goes all the way to the wall. And in this ballpark, when it goes to the wall in right center field, usually that's where they're going to end up, at third base.
It's his first triple this year, Denorfia. Brings up Gonzalez. And he drives the ball to center field. Is that going to fall? Yes. Denorfia comes in. Gonzalez, a broken bat, RBI single. It's 4-2. Number 66 for Adrian Gonzalez. So the first 2 men up here in the 6th inning produce a run.
It didn't take long. First pitch change up by Volstad. Adrian right off the end of the bat, flips it into center field for a base hit in front of Cody Ross.
That brings the tying run to the plate.
2 pitches and Padres get a run.
Manager Edwin Rodriguez, who spent a little time with San Diego back in the 80s, has indicated he's going to go to the bullpen. Brian Badenhop has been getting loose down there. So with no one out here in the 6th inning, a triple by Denorfia, a single by Gonzalez, cuts the lead to 4-2, and that's it for Volstad for the night. Pitching change brought to you by the Mark Condos, luxurious downtown San Diego condos from the 300,000s. Go to themarksandiego.com. at the park, or you can enjoy a wonderful evening 7 days a week. Happy hour at Lolita's. Tejada, high chopper. The shortstop has only one play and is just in time to get Tejada. That was very close as shortstop Hanley Ramirez double clutched before throwing over to first. Gonzalez able to move up to second base. And at one out, it's Chase Headley.
High chopper off the plate. And that little bit of hesitation almost allowed Tejada a chance to beat that, but he will get the out at first. Adrian gets in the scoring position.
And that brings up Chase Headley. Singled in a run in the first inning, first run of the game, and he walked his last time up. Bert Baden-Hop, a Floridian. There's a ground ball left side. They're going to go to third base, and they'll get Gonzalez. Well, there's one of those situations. The ball hit in front of you, and Gonzalez took a risk in trying to advance to third and was easily thrown out by Ramirez. He knew that he erred in that play.
You see that ball and it's hit right in front of you. Easy play for Ramirez. Helms able to put the tag on Adrian and get the second out.
Helms helping Gonzalez up as their little contact around the chin level. Nothing intended there, of course. So Torrealba, a walk and a single tonight. He's extended his hitting streak to 13 straight games. 2 out. Now Headley at first base. As Baden-Hop has come in to get a couple of quick outs. This is his 25th appearance of the year. 33 innings. He's allowed 21 runs and an ERA of over 5. A couple of home runs.
Again, Chase Headley on first base again. Marlins paying a whole lot of attention to him at first base.
Florida leading 4-2. The Padres getting a run back here in the 6th. We go around. Yes, he did, says umpire Brian Knight at first. Generated the wave, but not always a good idea when your man's up there hitting. Don't want to distract him. You're going to get involved with that activity. Wait till the other team is at bat. Strike 2.
Baden-Hop, one of those right-handed pitchers that has a little bit different delivery. The ball comes out from a little bit different place where Volstad was pretty much straight over the top. Baden-Hop is more of a three-quarter guy. And you get a little bit more movement on the fastball. They go side to side instead of north and south. It's more east and west.
Strike 3 called. A fastball at the letters, and Baden-Hop restores order in a hurry, getting 3 good hitters. Tejada, Headley, and Torrealba. 4-2. foot-longs taste like a fortune, but they're just $5. So many favorites like Blazing Buffalo Chicken, $5 all day, every day. Subway, eat fresh. And by Cox Advanced TV. Ready for more choices? Well, go to Cox.com. Yeah, the Padres get a run back on the triple by Denorfia. Gonzalez lobbing a single to center field. That Florida leading 4-2 as LeBlanc works into the 7th inning. Cody Ross, Wes Helms, Ronnie Polino to bat for Florida. Ross was up there when Ugla was picked off in the 6th inning. 10th home run tonight off LeBlanc. Backs away from that changeup. A couple of solos by the Marlins. Ross, number 10. Sanchez, his 12th. Excuse me, swing, and that's going to be a tough play. Throw by Headley. In time! Terrific play by Headley. He had to make that the charge, bare hand pickup and throw in one motion, and just does get Ross.
Yeah, I want to see if LeBlanc was able to get a piece of this ball. There's a changeup. Well, he didn't get it. And Headley, bare hand, underhand throw to Gonzalez at first. That's a big league play.
He had to buggy whip that throw. He couldn't waste any time. Look at that. Just all in one motion. Pick it up and throw it. Great job. Doing more on defense. Brought to you by the Home Depot. More savings, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Jerry Coleman would say, hang a star on that one. Line drive, left field corner. Wes Helms rounds first as Denorfia digs it out and overthrows second base, and it gets by Gonzalez. And so on to third goes Helms. Well, they're going to charge Denorfia with a throwing error, but somehow or another, Gonzalez, who was backing up the play, unable to cover it.
I think Adrian just kind of took his eye off the ball here. He was right where he was supposed to be. See, Denorfia cut this ball off. Strong throw, but too strong a throw over Hairston's glove. And Adrian's there backing it up, but it just gets away from him. I think he took his eye off the ball for a split second. Gets away from him, and
the Padres, who have been playing error-free ball, in fact, the best fielding percentage in the National League, but they've committed an error now in 4 straight games. And we're going to have a pitching change as with 1 out and a runner at third here in the 7th inning, and the Marlins already leading 4-2. Buddy Black is going to go to his bullpen. And this pitching change, Ernesto Frieri, the very promising right-hander, comes in from the pen. This change brought to you by San Diego Harley-Davidson. Always country first. coach and our pitching profile brought to you by RCP Block and Brick. Create your dream yard today. Visit rcpblock.com. Frieri into his sixth game since being recalled from Portland, and he's been stunningly good. Only 1 hit and 1 walk and 9 strikeouts in 4 2/3 innings. And here's a spot where you're looking for the strikeout. A man at third and 1 out, and catcher Ronnie Polino at the plate. Polino has singled and popped to second. Infield in. Starts him with that fastball with all that action. 94. Cutting away from the right-handed batter. The error, by the way, is charged to Gonzalez, not Denorfia, on the overthrow. Gonzalez with a couple of miscues here in this homestand. Remember on the bunt play against the Dodgers as well. Lost the ball out of his glove. Just very rare to see.
Yeah.
E3. 2-0. The action on that fastball, huh?
Yeah, again, just like with Batenhop for the Marlins, a little bit different delivery of the baseball. You know, LeBlanc not overpowering now. Frieri, a guy
out of play, so he's level on the count, 2-2. Donnie Murphy, who has created some real last at bat heroics for the Marlins. Their last homestand is on deck. Beat Colorado final at bat twice in that series down there. High fly ball, shallow and right. That's going to test Venable's arm. Here comes the runner. No, he's going to hold, and it's a good thing he did. A good one-hop throw from Venable in right field. So Frieri gets Paulino to fly out shallow enough that the runner has to hold at third. That'll bring up the pinch hitter, Donnie Murphy.
Nice job of challenging him with the fastball. Polino late. Fly ball to medium right field. Helms bluffs, but Venable's arm too strong to really try to take a chance and score.
Murphy's been up just 11 times with 4 hits, but he hit a 2-out 9th inning home run to beat Colorado and had another winning hit. His home run was to right field, a 2-run homer in the last of the 9th inning with 2 outs to beat the Rockies, and a very dramatic victory for the Marlins. Oh, weak swing there. That fastball was by him. So Frieri jumps ahead 2 strikes.
That's just explosive fastball on the outside part of the plate. Murphy obviously didn't see it very well late on the swing.
That's the different fastball that he cuts. It slides off the outside corner to the right-handed hitter. The previous fastball was one that kind of tailed back in. You can work it both ways. Sees one he likes. Ground ball sharply to third, right at Headley. And the inning is over, and Ernesto Frieri does the job, comes in with a runner at third, 1 out, retires Paulino and the pinch hitter Murphy. Our fan of the game brought to you by Fan Diego, your energy savings expert. For locations, visit fandiego.com. For ceiling fans, go to Fan Diego. There's a good-looking fan of the game with their San Diego shirt. A crowd tonight of 30,478. The Padres drew over 120,000 in their 3-game series with the Dodgers, and another nice turnout tonight. They're eager to voice some cheers here for the home team, trailing 4-2 as we have a new pitcher for the Marlins, Jose Veras, making his 20th appearance. And he comes in with a 94-mile-an-hour strike to Will Venable. Venable, then Gwynn, and the pitcher's spot here in the last of the 7th.
Padres running out of time, need to get a base runner.
Fooled by the changeup, 0-2.
94-mile-per-hour fastball, comes back with a changeup. Fastball, slider change.
Venable is fouled out and grounded out. Another off speed. So 4 games of this homestand, Tony Gwynn, 150,000 fans to enjoy National League action here at Petco.
The players appreciate it.
Expect 40,000 or more tomorrow night. 2-2. Venable trying to get down there, bring the tying run to the plate here in the last of the 7th. Ground ball, one hop off the chest of the first baseman Sanchez, but keeps it in front of him and able to get the put out. Venable hit it on the nose, but right at Sanchez.
Yeah, he's stayed back on that breaking ball nice and hit it hard, but it just happened to be right at Gavin Sanchez, and that's a good at bat. See Gavin Sanchez keep that ball right in front. Didn't panic, took his time.
Gwynn is grounded to second and flied to left. Trying to catch the third baseman on his heels, but fouls it off on the bunt try. Matt Stairs is on deck, and Edward Mujica is getting ready in the bullpen for the Padres. There's the 42-year-old Stairs. And Mujica getting loose.
This gives you a lot of action as he's coming to the plate. Big leg kick.
Two and one. Tony, thinking back to 20, 30 years ago and comparing it to this year, how many pitchers using the changeup so often? Have you seen that change as well?
Well, velocity, I think, has gone up in the game, and lots of guys are throwing harder than they did back when I played.
A lot, everyone seems to be able to get it up there in the mid-90s, huh?
So now that change those off-speed pitches become really important. And, a guy like Veras here throwing 95, 96 miles an hour, having an off-speed pitch, hitters have to commit to that fastball and hope that they can stay back long enough to handle the off-speed stuff.
2-2. He gets him with the off-speed. And there's 2 away here in the 7th. That's going to be a change of Buddy Black's thinking with Gwynn not able to get on base. They call Stairs back. And Everett Cabrera will get a chance to hit here. Try to get on there with the top of the order. Jerry Hairston waiting for a chance. LeBlanc, the only Padre with more than one hit tonight. He was 2 for 2, a line single to left and an infield hit by the mound.
Yeah, you hope you can get Matt Stairs up there as the tying run, but after he struck out, now you send Cabrera up there. Hope he can get on.
Fastball at 94. Stairs stays ready with his best friend.
That's why pinch hitting's so tough.
Yeah, that fastball by Cabrera.
Stairs all ready to go up there and hit. Gets an on-deck circle, takes a couple practice swings, but not the tying run. You want to save him for a little bit later. Now he'll go back in the cage, take some more swings. Try to figure out who he might get an at-bat against.
It's almost a 18-20 mile an hour difference between Veras' fastball and his changeup or slow curve.
Like I said, it gives you that big leg kick and a lot of arm action coming at you as a hitter.
Yeah, that ball is swung on and missed, and goes onto the screen.
He's out because the ball hit him in the foot.
Oh,
and once the ball hit his foot, it's automatic.
Ball.
Yeah,
no chance to go to first. All right. So Cabrera, swinging at a bad ball, strikes out as Veras, very impressive, strikes out both Gwynn and Cabrera. We go to the 8th, 4-2 Florida. Allen standing by, so stay tuned for the Sequan Casino post-game show immediately following our game right here on Channel 4 San Diego. Sequan Casino, San Diego's vacation getaway. Edward Mujica comes in. Look at his numbers, 2-1. 2.72 is ERA, and opposing hitters batting only .212 against the right-hander. And he faces the top of the order. Hanley Ramirez, Logan Morrison, and Gabby Sanchez. 4-2. Marlins lead it. Ramirez, a long out to center, a sacrifice fly to left, and another fly ball center field. So in the air all 3 times to the outfield. Ramirez has 55 RBIs. Ooh, what was wrong with that?
A pretty good spot right there. Ramirez is, to me, he's more of a middle of the lineup hitter. got power to all fields. Like you were talking about earlier, only one extra base hit. And when he first came over to the Marlins, he was the leadoff hitter. And we're trying to find his extra base hit stroke.
Yeah, after 22 straight games without anything but singles, and he works the count to 3-1. Torrealba by gesture saying to Mojica, come on now, let's tend to business here. Trying to hold the Marlins at 4-2. Padres with a couple at bats. They'll have the top of the order in the bottom half of this 8th inning. Popped up off first, but that'll get into the crowd. Ramirez came over to the Marlins as a youngster. They saw his talents in the Boston Red Sox organization. The Josh Beckett trade earned them the talents of this young guy, National League batting champion of a year ago. In there at this moment at 285.
I think Boston would like to have that deal back.
Yeah.
You know, and that's at the time, Nomar Garciaparra was the shortstop. And they felt like he was going to be the shortstop for a while. And, you know, Hector Ramirez obviously happy just to get an opportunity to get to the big leagues. And he goes to Florida. He's been an all-star, I believe, 3 times. He voted in this year as the starting shortstop.
He got him. Couldn't lay off. That looked like a split finger.
And like a lot of good hitters, they're not gonna just give in. It's like a split finger. And
Bottom fell out of it, didn't it?
Ramirez started that swing, couldn't hold up.
Here's young Logan Morrison. Struck out, lined a single to center in the 3rd to drive in a run and fly to center. So they got themselves 2 young, talented outfielders, a left-handed hitter in Morrison and a right-handed bat in Mike Stanton. And both with nothing but a big future ahead. One's 20 and one's 21. Ground ball sharply at Hairston for the 2nd out. And it brings up Gabby Sanchez, who homered the last time up. So wearing her colors tonight. That pretty face. Oh, yeah, either sisters that look a lot alike, or those are twins, huh?
Yep. The logo working on her hand.
That went out shallow right. Venable coasts in. And Mojica works a harmless 1-2-3 inning. Top of the order coming up for the Padres. 4-2 Florida. Stay tuned. A new one-on-one with Jane Mitchell with Kyle Blanks. Blanks surgery today, Tommy John surgery. And of course, a man with power and potential. A one-on-one with Jane after the post-game show. You want to stay tuned for that. Interesting young guy. Looks like he handles himself in the kitchen all right, too. Huh? What's that little pizza going? Clay Hensley comes in from the bullpen here in the 8th inning. There are his numbers, 1 and 4. He'll give up some base runners, 19 walks and 40 hits in 46 innings, but he also will strike you out. Better than a strikeout per inning. Jerry Hairston try to get things started here with 4-2 the score. Marlins lead. Brian Peterson goes in to play left field for Florida for Logan Morrison.
Hensley, the former Padre, sinker slider, low 90s. Pretty good change.
There's a good slider. Gives up on the handle of the bat a little more with 2 strikes on him. Don't see many players do that these days. Had to make contact. Nicely snagged by Hensley for the first out. Brings up Denorfia, tripled his last time and scored on the single by Gonzalez to make it 4-2. Get on there for a couple of men who can drive the ball out of the ballpark, Gonzalez and Tejada.
He's just a base runner away from getting a tying run to the plate, so.
He skips that one in, 2-0. Hensley will turn 31 next month. Fouled at the plate.
Ahead in the count, 2-0, looking for a fastball. Hensley took a little bit off that fastball. Nadorfia out in front.
Three and one. There's no sin in taking a pitch here and trying to get a base on balls. It's tough to convince the modern day player of that fact, but 3-1. He swings and misses.
Well, that 3-1 pitch is a hitter's pitch, but you just want to make sure it was in the zone. Took a little bit off of that, a little sinker. So you take a little bit off. Denorfia out in front.
And this is strike. 3-2. Hensley still makes his home out here in Southern California in Encinitas. Showing good taste.
No question.
Chop to short. Ramirez with the out, and Hensley with a couple of quick ground ball outs. That brings up Gonzalez with the bases empty. Struck out, grounded out, and looped a single to center to drive in his 66th run, did Adrian Gonzalez. With Tejada, the newest Padre, on deck. Hensley was the opening day pitcher for the Padres 4 years ago. Now relegated to the bullpen.
He got good stuff. He had arm surgery. And his comeback, been since then exclusively a reliever.
Soft ground ball off the head of the bat. That's an impressive 1-2-3 inning by Hensley as the Padres unable to get the ball out of the infield. To the ninth we go, 4-2 Marlins. Five o'clock, our pregame show brought to you by the 9 Honda dealers of San Diego County. Check out the latest offers on a brand new Honda Accord. 5 o'clock tomorrow for the pregame. 5:35 start. Correa against Nolasco. Mujica into his second inning of work, facing Ugla, Stanton, and Ross. The difference in the game, a couple of solo home runs by Cody Ross and Gabby Sanchez. Both off starter Wade LeBlanc.
I talked about it earlier tonight. You're just continually impressed with these guys at the back end of the Padres bullpen. Frieri, Mujica, Thatcher, Webb.
And then you get to the likes of Mike Adams and Luke Gregerson and Heath Bell. By the way, Buddy Black told us before the game tonight that Mike Adams is very close. He's thrown a couple of bullpen sessions and feels strong. No problem with the rib cage. He'll probably be activated before the weekend's over. Excuse me, foul ball, and the count remains 1-2 on Ugla. Fly to center, struck out, and walked tonight. He got him looking. The second time Ugla struck out tonight. That sends that strikeout count to 98 on the season. Second strikeout for Mujica.
Like a split that he got up in the zone. Couldn't pull the trigger on it. Mujica gets the punch out.
And Ugla goes back to the dugout saying, why couldn't I swing at that one? That's right where I wanted it. Here's Stanton. Struck out twice and lined to second.
Dick, that's a great point, because a lot of times when you see that split finger, most of the time it's down. You don't really see it up like that last pitch was, but he was able to get away with it.
2-0 now to Mike Stanton. Imagine he has some friends and family that have driven down from the Los Angeles area, San Fernando Valley, to watch him play.
Yeah. Stanton 2-0, looking for something, trying to be aggressive. And here at the big league level, a lot of times they just don't give in.
3-1. Stanton was an all-around star in high school at Sherman Oaks Notre Dame High School. He was the center on the basketball team at 6'5". As we told you, good enough to, as a football player, to have a full scholarship at Southern Cal. And then a top draft pick of the Marlins. Late swing there, 3-2. The last of the ninth, the Padres will have Tejada, Headley, and Torrealba scheduled. That one fouled back at home plate.
He's like a lot of young hitters. He's learning on the fly. Playing big league baseball. Having an opportunity to face these guys for the first few times in his career. And you got to pay attention. You know, he's shown some extreme promise already.
Swing and a miss, strike three. So Mojica fans Ugla and Stanton. He's got 3 strikeouts in his inning and 2/3. And this cold hard blast is brought to you by Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. And Cody Ross puts a Jolden 1 in the 4th inning and drives it into the bleachers and left for his 10th home run of the season. And that is the difference in the game at the moment. That's the 3rd Marlin run, and then an insurance home run from Gabby Sanchez in the 6th inning.
Cody Ross, and that home run looked like he's done that 300-400 times already with that little bit of flavor on there. But you know, that was a ball he hit good. He knew he got it. Drove it out of the ballpark.
That one fouled up the first base line. Oh, wait, we should. Here's the little extra spice that he puts into the home run trot. We should have told you about this when Stanton was up there, but in batting practice today, he had everybody agape as he hit a ball off the Union Bank sign atop the second deck in left field.
Got to see if we can get a shot of that.
Ground ball to short. Tejada to Gonzalez, low, but Adrian digs it out. There you see the screen to the left of the screen. Union Bank. Stanton, the rookie, kissed one off that sign. Oh my. From the Florida Marlins, a couple of solos for a 4-2 lead, and they bring in their top bullpen saver and Leo Nunez. He saved almost half of the victories this year. 51 wins for Florida. He has 24 saves. And he pours in a live fastball to Miguel Tejada. There's his numbers. 224 opposing batting averages. Jumps in front, 2 strikes.
He gives you a lot of arm action too, but he rushes the fastball 96, 97. Last pitch he took a little bit off, more like a changeup. Pretty good breaking ball.
And he strikes him out. So Tejada on 3 pitches goes down. And his debut as a Padre, 0 for 3 with a walk. Yeah, he struck out at about 20 minutes to 1 in the morning. His body time coming from Baltimore by a flight today. He'll be better rested tomorrow. Headley, an RBI single, a walk, and safe on a fielder's choice. He's throwing that fastball with full confidence.
Yeah. Like I said, fastballs in the mid-90s. So take a little bit off that fastball. 88, 89, get a little sink on it. Hitter's a little bit out in front.
Strike 3, and Nunez takes care of both Tejada and Headley. And the Padres down to their final out. Jordi Torrealba walk, a single, and a strikeout. Well, the Florida Marlins have turned the tables on the Padres. Usually it's the Padres get the lead and that bullpen doesn't give a sniff. Well, what's happened tonight? Badenhop, no hits in an inning. Veras, no hits, no runners in an inning. Hensley got them 1, 2, 3, and here's Nunez with 2 strikeouts. 11 straight men retired by the Florida bullpen.
All right, take the bullpen for the Marlins. 7 strikeouts in the last 4 innings.
1-1 to Torrealba. Will Venable would be next. But the beauty of this game is the clock doesn't run out, and they say game over, time's up. You got to get that final out.
That's exactly right.
That one line, but right at the left fielder, and he can't make the play. Peterson. And Torrealba's on. And the tying run will come to the plate with 2 outs here in the 9th inning. A sinking line drive off the bat of Torrealba.
Well, Peterson made a nice effort trying to come in and shoestring that ball.
Scored a base hit.
Torrealba right on him. You see him trying to get out there, and he never really got to it. He's lucky to keep the ball in front of him. See it hit his arm and then body and kicks in front of him.
Torrealba 2 for 3 tonight as he continues his hot hitting. 13 straight games. All right. Venable comes up representing the tying run. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Will with 8 home runs on the season. He's fouled out and grounded out twice. He's got the power.
Gutsy there by Nunez. Back-to-back changeups. Knowing Will's got power.
That kind of speeds the bat up, though, Venable. And, well, the cap's applied. That's well out of play. And the Padres down to their last strike. Black taking a closer look, hoping he sees something he likes. 1-2.
Yeah, 4 straight changeups and come in with him not giving in, not throwing him the fastball. Granted, that changeup's that last one 90 miles an hour right there.
2-2. Up the middle. Ramirez makes the play behind second and throws him out, and the ball game is over. The Marlins win it 4-2. The Padres out hit Florida 8-5, but the visitors from South Florida, 2 of their 5 hits home runs, and that's the difference in the game tonight. So the Marlins move above the 500 mark on the season, 52-51, and the Padres in first place, with the Giants winning against the Dodgers, may have their lead reduced to 2.5 in the West. So that's game 1 of this 3-game series. It goes to Florida. We'll be back with the final totals for you and our post-game show. Stay tuned.